Hey, how's it going, everybody? We built this city on Ultima 6, the False Prophet. I almost said 4. How's it going, Baron Red Wing? Let me get your Black Queen mention in there. And Aegis, welcome. Dayoxer, how are you? One of your favorite series ever. That's great. So is this Ultima 6, the False Prophet? This is, Mr. Temper. This is, as you can see right here. Big Joe, what do you know? Ultima returns. Ultima 2, the Electric Prophet 2, and JC5804, welcome. I'll get your entry in here as well. Let me jot these down, my folks. So we got J3, JC's got 3, we got Baron's got 3. These are just the counts from stream. Let us journey to Alefgard via Corneria. Are we talking about Final Fantasy 1 or Ultima 6? I don't know. You should respect your older brother more. Oh, dang. See, this is why you two need to get on stream. Major Rage, how the heck are you? Let me get your Black Queen mention in here as well. We're doing that giveaway in case anybody doesn't know. But yeah, thanks for popping in today. We're going to go back to Ultima 6, the False Prophet. Provided, of course, that this remembers my save. And it looks like it does. Now, I have no idea where the heck I am, so that's a bit of a problem. I think that this is one of the last dungeons in the game, but I can't remember where it was. We will be here, JC, no worries. Let me reaccustom myself to this. We're kind of just jumping back in willy-nilly. Like it ain't no thing. How do I even tell who's poisoned right now? We'll start with that. Somebody's poisoned. I actually have no idea. I have no idea who is poisoned. This is playing this game in a nutshell. I don't know. Let's see. Let me try and remember what all this stuff does. I might need an expert to pop in here and chat, or we're gonna have to read something. Okay, we got a bunch of stuff. I don't remember. I have no memory of this place. Oh no, reading! It's always fun to stop a stream and have to read. It's great. You literally cannot interact at all unless you read aloud. It's my favorite thing. Okay, so let me start by pulling up I think it's Dispel Magic, but I don't want to waste precious stuff. So let's do Ultima 6 Manual. Which I believe has a list of the spells in it. Let's check that. It's actually got a ton of information though. Remembering that this game has got like a moon phases system. It's got 8 virtues, a karma system on top of the ordinary RPG style systems. Here we go. List of spells. Dispels magic is what it says. I think that's it. I think that is it though. So I'm gonna... Yeah, that was it. Okay. That's what we had to remember. This would be tough to come back to. How's it going, Sargi? We are back to Ultima. Is it great timing? Is it great timing? What is RTFM? I don't know what that means. Oh, there it is. Right there. Dungeon of Hythloth. So this is Sloth, if I remember. Let's see. Dungeon of Hythloth. dungeons in this game are fairly large, but they don't have a ton of features, especially on the Super Nintendo version, which actually removed certain treasures and gold pieces and stuff like that from like the ground and the dungeons and stuff. So I think what we're gonna do is pull up a map so I can get through here. This is what I was using previously to do it all, was referencing a shout out here to VG Maps. John's a pretty cool dude. Okay, here we go. Right on. Yeah, there is a ton of empty space in this dungeon, so definitely got to have this pulled up. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create... This is what playing a CRPG is like. It's a shock after playing some action games and some JRPGs. We're going to do light. Okay, there we go. Ah, dragons! I don't think I can get away from these blokes. They're pretty fast. Oh, there we go. Too fast for you nerds. Uh-oh. They got me. Ultimately, they got me. Okay. And this has got some very peculiar... Oh, we just lost a character, didn't we? Yep. It's got some very peculiar combat. We'll just put it on auto and see if we can get through this. There we go. Get me out of here. Oh, he's still coming. Friggin' everything will kill you. Everything kills you on this. No! Wow. All right. Let me do a little healing up here. Should be great heal. Arguably got too many characters. The ones at the end are not super useful. Okay, there we go. Oh, just one of these? I think we could take that out. James, how's it going? Yes. This is, we are back to the Ultima 6. Looking forward to, hopefully finishing this off ASAP. Now, I was told on good authority that, oh, shoot, that we're pretty close to the end here. Let me see. Oh, yeah, the exit is, like, straight above us. So that's where I've got to head to. Let me catch up here on chat. Oh, that's right, Sarge. That's right. I beg your pardon. I forgot that you just finished Ultima 4. Oh, read the flippin' manual. Yeah. And I've talked about that a little bit. I have this philosophy that I want to see first if the game teaches you itself. Because there were a lot of situations, at least for me growing up, in which I didn't have access to the manual. This game, though, is a game that you cannot get too far in without consulting the manual. It's got a lot of information that is key. Key. CT's manual. I don't think I ever owned it. I don't think I ever did. The art would be excellent. Everything will kill you. Ravaging Justice. I see you got the Black Queen hashtag there. Let me jot you down. That is going to be Ravaging Justice. This is the Dungeon of Murder. By the way, if you want an extra entry, I never said you couldn't drop the hashtag on both YouTube and Twitch. So I'm just going to throw that out there. If you want to give me the... If you want to hop over to a different platform. Does this game have permadeath for characters? I don't remember. I don't think so. I don't think it does. Are we close to the end? I believe we are. I absolutely believe we are. Yeah, and Ultima and CRPGs in general, I don't know that you could get too far without a manual. Some of the simpler JRPGs, you could definitely get pretty far with that one. Why am I doing this to you? Well, you know, I mean. There, Ide, 29. How's it going? I don't recognize your name. Thanks for popping in. Good luck on the giveaway. Well, I don't need that card that badly. If I win, I should probably let someone else have it since I got flashcards and whatnot. I mean, everybody's got access to emulation, you know. Oh, Koei? Oh boy, here we go. I did get a reproduction box. Original got squished. Yeah, the boxes are hard to... Oh, that's you. Okay. Congratulations. Congratulations. So I'm not keeping track of everybody's usernames as far as, like, you know, which two belong to the same person. But if your username gets drawn and I announce it and that's you, then you won. All right, here we go. I'm gonna have to get up above where that dragon is. A dragon. I swear I saw a dragon. His tail lashing, he'll be smashing everyone in town. Okay, we got the gold. You stupid. Okay, now I've heard it under good authority that you can cast a pretty good spell on these guys. Oh, invisibility actually had helped us get past dragons, but I think it was hailstorm. There we go. I mean, look at this. How are you supposed to get past that without taking damage? Oh, like so. And that's how expensive these games get if you have box and manual. Oh yeah, for sure. It's just paper and cardboard, you know? So like, yeah, it makes sense. Hoping to finally be able to replace it. Well, good luck to you. Good luck to you. Okay, let me pull up the second part of the map here. So this is gonna go straight down. Oh, nice. They put a ladder in the middle of the lava field because because screw these guys. Because that's exactly what they did. And get this. In the next... Okay, so on this floor, there is a big lava field with a ladder in the middle of it. If you go down to that, it looks like it takes you to a dead end with nothing. So, way to go. Way to go. I forgot how mean CRPGs can be. They could be really, really mean. But let's see. If we go down to C, then we need to go to F. Okay, I believe that's correct. All right, I got my bearings. Let's do this. Watch out for the dragon. Yeah, everybody watch out for dragons. The Han 10 Ninja Gaiden. I just saw your 15 stream streak. Congratulations. Oh, and thanks to our new followers, Kicky Punch 88 and AU Waker. If you can hear me, thanks very much for the follows. Jay, welcome back. Yeah, all that stuff. All that stuff. I mean, Wizardry was real rough. I'm not in a huge rush to play a Wizardry again. Absolutely brutal game design. Like, where you could get permadeath from opening a treasure chest, that is rough stuff. Let's see, there's invisibility, so if we need it... I mean, maybe I should just put it on right now. Where's a great light? And... see, this should work. Can we cast everybody? Nope. Conveniences Lord British does not allow conveniences. Just kidding. What's his face is a nice guy. Mr. Ultima. Okay, let's see if we can get through here with our little wireframe characters. You got a game genie that can use wizardry codes? Well, what does that mean? Were there game genies that could not use wizardry codes? I'm not aware. Hey, I'm supposed to be invisible. That dragon can see me. Oh, because what's-his-face is now no longer... Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah, we got a wizardry fan. Oh, this is not the right way. I need to go one more down. The dragon is cheating. And we gotta fight these daemons over here. This is where things get real dicey. Oh my gosh, every dragon in the whole friggin' place. Hey, I'm probably gonna have to do this again. Probably gonna have to do this again. I think I'm way too surrounded to get out of here. Well, we'll see what happens. We just need one character to survive. What's up, Krypton? Matt Damons? Did I charm them before? I don't remember. Oh, Krypton, let me jot that down. Can I draw a dragon? I can draw a dragon. Actually, I'm something of an artist myself. Let's see. Kryptu. Here you go. Krypton, did you do one yesterday? I think you did. Alright, let me get back here to the thing. Old Game Genie couldn't use the codes you used in your stream, and newer one can. And this is still for the Super Nintendo Game Genie? I wasn't aware that they made multiple models of the Game Genie that that had some working and some non-working. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. As I was like, I thought I remembered you being here yesterday. Yeah, we are kaput. Oh! Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, not talk. I would love if you talked to the one surviving knight and he'd be like, wow. Because that is what, of course, were the final words of... Oh, there we go. The final words of Hammond Cruise. He goes, wow. And then that was all he had to say about that. Let's do a great heal on my boy. And we'll keep on going. This is how we do it. This is how we... Can't hurt me now. Ultima 6. Watch me. Game Shark. I remember the disc for Game Shark. You finally beat Octopath Traveler 0. Congratulations. Special game chips wouldn't work with them. Interesting. Is there a special chip on Wizardry 5? I haven't done my research yet on Wizardry 5. I just played the game. Okay, let me see here where we're at. This is the 3rd floor. Came down to ladder C, and we've got a ways to walk still, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. It's gonna be one ladder going down. I hate dungeon design on this game. I really do. I hate it. Like, look at all this. How are you supposed to hot-foot it past all that? Get out of my way. There we go. You couldn't see me because I'm invisible. Yeah, did Donkey Kong Country have a special chip? I can't remember. Game Genie doesn't work on Mario RPG. Oh, interesting. Lord British is he? He seemed like a nice guy. Oh, DKC's a normal cart? Alright, I better watch that. There. Okay, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it, kids. Human frustration and despair. It's true. It's absolutely true. Oh hey, you know what, my dude? I panic pushed the button. They're gonna get the jump on me. Yep. What was I gonna say? Oh, Mr. Temper. I just finished watching the remake of True Grit. Actually, just on my lunch break with the wifey right now. That was pretty good. I'm still not sure if I liked the original or the remake. I think they're good in different ways. I really liked Jeff Bridges' Rooster Cogburn. Thought it was a pretty great performance. I love that you could hardly understand what the heck that guy was saying. Ghosts can't be seen either. This is true, unless the bats have some special ghost vision. Let's see. We gotta cut it close. You could wander around this whole thing without this map. This is a huge friggin' dungeon, y'all. But great movie. I don't know what's next. Might watch that Yuma movie with Russell Crowe and Christian Bale. I don't know. Let's get some more light in here. Yeah, he was great. He was great. Again, I could barely understand what he was saying. I did, but it was good. It was a really great performance. We got the juice. All right. He's like, everyone mocked them hogs, man, to drag them in that far over there. Like, whoa, what you saying? But yeah, they're both great movies. It's funny because you generally want to compare remake and original. But I think these are two movies that are both good in their own ways, enough to where it's not easy to just be like, oh, it's better than, you know, this or vice versa. Long-haired gentleman. Humans have arrived here at last. Not any humans, the Avatar. 'Tis most fortuitous that thou hast returned, noble Red. Many cataclysms have occurred since thou hast last visited Britannia. Why, I'm Captain John. For several years, I've been here in the catacombs, studying the gargoyles. They are not evil, as humans believe. I have studied about their society, their beliefs, and their language, and I have found them to be almost human. With the help of a gargoyle child, Bethlem, I have learned how to speak their language. Wouldst thou like to learn? Sure. Here, use this scroll. It contains a basic vocabulary of the gargoyle language. You need only to use it. Yes, I've learned much about them. I had a silver tome that contained much of what I'd studied. I gave it to some gypsies to take to Moriah at Lycaeum. Did it survive safely? Oh yeah, we did that already. Good. I'm glad to know that the gypsies kept their word. That tome must have amazed Moriah. The gargoyle world, once as large as Britannia itself, is slowly being destroyed. The forces thou set in motion have caused great sections of their land to fall off into the void. Only a single gargoyle city remains. Thou hast taken the codex to the human world. For thy deed the balance of the two world. The balance of the two world hast been lost. Alright, this was written natively in English. And the land of the gargoyle is falling into the void. Beliefs. The gargoyles live honorably by their own set of beliefs. The gargoyles' beliefs are much like our own. Well, we have the three principles of truth, love, and courage. They have the principles of control, passion, and diligence. They are strict with themselves. He and I meet every day at noon, when Hyloth emerges in the gargoyle lands. Go and speak with him. Learn about the gargoyles. You must save them. Okay, Belem is who we're going to look for, I guess. The gargoyle city of investigation. Their place of learning and government.
is all that is left. Thou must do something to save the gargoyle race. I know not what, however. Thou must talk to the gargoyles, and there are only two kinds of gargoyles, winged and wingless ones. At first it seems as if the wingless ones were slaves, but 'tis not true. They must be told what to do.
Okay, I think that's it.
Wait! Thou must meet Belem and travel with him among the gargoyle people. It is the only way you can save them, and save them you must. And without Belem with you, the gargoyles will attack.
Okie dokie.
Farewell again, noble avatar. Upon you rests the future of an entire race.
All right, we did it. Let me scroll up here. Invas lore. Oh, that's the incantation. Oh, 310 to Yuma. Take turns stealing the movie from each other. I like both of those actors, so I'll probably check that out. Minister Noish? Minister Noish, how are you? Are you a double, or are you a new viewer? Either way, let me jot down your Black Queen entry here. This lore is important. You haven't seen the original Yuma. Well, maybe I should watch that first. I like watching originals first. Seems pretty racy. Oh, it is a little on the slick side. Became the Avatar by getting the Codex of Infinite Wisdom. Turns out it's also the Gargoyle Bible. That happened to me once. Let's see. Can I take this stuff? Because I walked all the way down here to... Like, I already grabbed the juice. I forgot that you can't exactly just, like, take whatever you want in this game. But I gotta know if I could take this stuff and it's not gonna ding my reputation or anything like that. I did already take the juice. Otherwise, I'm not sure what I walked down here for. Almost completely unsure. Let's see. Okay, we are in the... We're on Mariah's quest. This is the Dungeon of Hythloth. And... Okay, we gotta use the thing. I'm not taking karma related advice from Mr. Temper. Not gonna do it. Take the old man's juice. This is the Dungeon of Hythloth. He gave me the scroll. Yeah, he gave me the scroll. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take it. Oh, chest is empty. Joke's on you. Joke's on you, Red. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use this, Can't remember how to do anything on this. Oh, nope. That's not it. Oh yeah, we have the glass sword. It like breaks in a single strike, but it does 200. It has 255 attack damage. I think that's pretty swell. Let's see. That's Hailstorm. Looking for those are just scrolls, just plain old scrolls. That's heal. Oh, you know what? I think it's a different button to open this up, isn't it? Yes, it is. There it is. The Gargish text. You can learn Gargish now. You can talk with gargoyles. Gargish. Isn't that when people are like... I think that's a shizbar. Shizbar. I think that's gargoyle. Gargish. Special ending for not stealing. I don't think well, I don't know. I haven't heard that. But there is a karma system though. So okay. Now, according to the guide, we gotta stay here and wait for my dude. Or is that him right there? That might be him right there. You see nothing special, dang. A small gargoyle. To greet you, human. To recognize you as the false prophet. Oh, it me. To learn human speak from Captain John. To know Captain John. To help him and Valkadesh in their work, the youngster says proudly. To be called Behlem, which means just one. To have not yet received a true name. To not receive a true name until I have proved myself worthy. To go with you. Do you add him to the party? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to have to boot somebody. To be feared by everyone except me and Valkadesh, my father. He thinks only you can save the world. Okay, so we need to kick somebody from the team. How do I go about doing that now? Let's see. Combat sound message. No. I need to boot a ghost. Go on, go. Just get out of here. Just go. Get yourself some chimichangas and some Haritos. And go, just go on. Go, get out of here. Tell Casper their friendly goes to pound sand. I need to know how to do it. Oh, what's up, Wokies? Time to get virtuous. Dang. I appreciate that Single Play loves to come in here kicking the door down. One of these days I'm going to lock that door. But that is not this day. Okay, I need to know how to boot a character. Which hopefully they didn't take that out from the Super Nintendo version. You can actually do that. Things just can't be simple, can they? Ultima False Prophet. Cinco Play, how you doing? Do you get a small smattering of satisfaction from watching me play False Prophet again? Are you freaking kidding me? Pronounces his J's like H's. I did live in Southern California for a while. I learned that from Jesus. Talk to your party member and dismiss them. Okay, that's great. Because I just Googled it, and they're like, you can't boot or permanently remove a character in the SNES version. They removed the reform party function, which, ooh. Okay, now they are dead, though, so this is probably going to provide some issues. So do I have a spell to revive them? Probably not. Which sucks. How the heck do I get back here? Oh, you know, you get a small smattering of satisfaction. Too many problems. I have many problems. Okay, let's check the manual again here. See if I've got any res spells. Just enemy armor. Mass Awaken. Drives away nearby undead. I mean, but they're dead, so they're not undead. Great Heal completely restores HP. Can't use that on a ghost. Oh, no. I love how my first stream back with Ultima is a huge struggle. Krypton, I need your help. I need your help. You gotta tell me. I can't talk to any of them right now because they're all dead. So, I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what to do about that. And I don't want to warp away from here. I think this is... Oh, boy's gone? Dang. I'm sorry, this isn't Chrono Trigger enough for... I'm not even asking it to be Chrono Trigger. I'm asking if we could figure out how to... Oh yeah, Cinco Play loves to fire the shots. Loves to fire the... And then he complains about me being weirdly insulting. That's weirdly insulting, Cinco Play. Any wandering healers nearby? I don't know. Oh, Red knows I'm joking. Red knows I'm being weirdly insulting. I believe that was your exact phrase. Wait, no, I know you're joking. Yeah, I'm asking this to be scrutable. It is inscrutable. See, that's what I thought about, was camping maybe, but then the boy's gone. Well, the little gargoyle dude's gone. So, I don't know what to do about that. Ain't got a choice. Oh my goodness. Well, there's so much room right here for a friggin' camp. There's so much room. Just here, let's see what happens if we camp here. Red just sleeping on the ground. No, they were without Scroot. They really were. Okay, I'm nearby the Gargoyle town, aren't I? But I wasn't able to recruit the Gargoyle boy. So what on earth do I got to do about that? Oh, shoot. We might have to needs to warp out of here. But I don't know. I have no idea where I am. Somebody help. See, I could have sworn I found this before. Man. I would love this to even be more like Lufia. That could be nice. This guy's gonna attack me, isn't he? Or is he gonna talk? Hello? An old winged goggle.
Yes, to inquire about the reason for interruption. To suppose that you are making a joke. To know as well as you that you took the codex to your side of the world. In the Librum chamber. To be called the caretaker. To be the caretaker of this hall. To care for my race's artifacts that rest here in the Hall of Knowledge.
What do you got?
To keep the treasured artifacts of our race here in this hall, in the free chambers. To have free rooms here, to keep artifacts from the underworld, in the human chamber to the east. To keep valuable books in the Librum chamber to the west, and to keep the vortex cube and the vortex lens in the vortex chamber. That all sounds like endgame stuff. To the south.
Ah. There should be a healer in the town. Okay. That's what we're looking for.
To believe you know it as Britannia. In the vortex chamber.
Without another word, the gargoyle returns to his work. I'd like to apologize for anybody who does sound like that, or apologize for anybody. Apologize to anybody who sounds like that. I'm not insinuating that you're a gargoyle. It was just the first sound that came to mind. What about this, broski? Hello? A gargoyle of the regal bearing.
To express astonishment at your audacity. To be named Draxinusum. To be the leader of our race. To have known it all along. Be gone, false prophet.
They don't sound too friendly. No, I thought you said they're friendly. No! There. Now, they did say that I would be attacked if if I didn't have the boy with me. So let's go ahead and boot. I don't know. The druidess Jana. I fear I know little. What would? Let me see. Let me see what everybody's levels are at. The Jana is level 5. Blaine is level 5. We're gonna get rid of Jana here. Jana? Oh, let me get shoot. Let me get that equipment first. Okay, so we gotta go back for Belem. Don't tell me I gotta walk through that dungeon again. Is there an easy way to get over there? There's gotta be. I think there's a way to warp to that gargoyle town, isn't there? Okay, we unreadied the bow. We unreadied that thing. Let me get this off here. And then we're gonna give these items to Blaine, I guess. Give what? No. No. Jana. There we go. I think I screwed that up. Oh, well. Well, you know what? We don't ask. We don't ask. Maybe onto something. I know Vortex is the sort of thing you either save for like an ocean adventure or the end of the game. Okay, let's try this again. Druidess Jana, fear I know little what would help in this situation. Know little of the gargoyles. Why, my name is Jana. The time when I must leave has come. Do you remove her from the party? Yes. All right. Bye, lass. It was nice knowing you, but we've got to recruit a gargoyle here. Okay, here we go. Now, warping there, okay? That's the big question. It took me forever to figure this out. You gotta use the moon orb to get back to the town, right? So this is such a robust teleportation system, but I don't know how you could beat this game without it. The moon orb. Moon orb. Okay. And then we got to go back to Christmas Town. Let's see. Moon orb. So we got Moon Glow, Shrine of Honesty, Britain, Compassion, Jellum, Valor, Passion, British, Control, Humility, Pneumagencia, the Void, Avatar of Void, Shrine of Justice, Isle of Avatar, Shrine of Diligence, the Slab, Shrine of Spirituality, Skara Brai, Shrine of Honor, Trinsic, Shrine of Sacrifice, and Minok. I don't know which one of those is going to be closest to where the gargoyles are at. The Void sounds encouraging. Oh, is it 2 spaces south of the Avatar right here? Let's see. All right, so we're here. This, according to the manual, this is Trinsic. Was that correct? The Void sounds super hospitable. Yeah, I don't know if this is it, Krypton. This is, unless they changed it for the Super Nintendo version. One of those pools. Oh, that somebody in high heels always falls into. One of those. Let's see. I'm gonna go back here. I might need a world map for this. Gargoyle Town is called Turfin. So I don't think any of these warps there, but I could have sworn I'd warped there previously. Let me see about... Yeah, how do you get to the gargoyle world? That's really what I need. It's on an island, isn't it? Oh, so the gargoyle shrines are diligence, passion, and control. Let me take a shot at this. Diligence, passion, control. So, okay, let me try this. Right here. I think this is the area. Oh my gosh, you warp right into a spot with these jerks. Wake up, my boyo. We gotta go. Just get me out of these mountains. Here we go. I think this is Gargoyle Town. But... oh my gosh, is it Gargoyle Town? Oh my goodness. But we need to go find Bellem. And if I cannot find him again, then what? Are y'all friendly? Nope. Those are some unfriendly gargoyles. To be fair, if I was a gargoyle and somebody who was a false prophet showed up in my town, I'd feel a little protective. Alright. Boy, they will follow you. Dang nabbit. What in tarnation? Okay, wait for them to attack first, because that is the karmic thing to do. There we go. That probably will count against me, I'm guessing. But we got the skill now. It's been like 50. No, I get it. Yeah. I don't know how some people can remember really fine details. But we got to find Bellem again, and I don't know where he's going to be. So why can I not get back down into the dungeon here? This is the spot. I'm almost positive. Oh my gosh. Ultima, why you gotta do this to me? Maybe it's further down. Fingers crossed. Oh, hey! Hey! It's my boy. Yes. Yes. Yes, add him to the party. Yeah! Okay. Woo! Woo, woo, woo. We did it. Alright. God bless an old-fashioned sense of direction. You know what I'm saying? I mean, other than the teleporting. Because the teleporting... the teleporting is pretty tricky on this game. Now, we do have a Baby Gargoyle with us, so... I should probably deck this guy out. According to the guide, that is the strongest character in the game right here. So we will go ahead and give him some stuff. No. No! I don't know why I keep screwing up the things. Not move. We're going to do give. Red, you could go ahead and give this to Bellem. And I probably didn't need to give him both. But 'tis what it is. Go ahead and give him the arrows. And then Blaine has got some equipment we can give. Yeah, swamp boots. Okay, I think that's good. What's an ultra Canadian voice? I don't know what I was saying. Sometimes the voices just roll out of me. How hard is getting into Ultima after a break? It's rough. The very first 15 minutes of this stream was spent trying to remember how to heal poison. So there's that. A lot of lore and introspection part of the game when you learn what your actions have done to a whole native group of people. I'm getting that vibe too. It's like the gargoyles are ugly, but they're not bad. You get a little bit of like the Pocahontas vibe here. Savages, savages, barely even human. Oh, Hungry Goria has an ultra Canadian voice. Well, she is Canadian, so there's that. And I know because she won a giveaway item of mine. I had to ship it to Canada. Shipping to Canada is rough. I mean, it's 2026. How come we can't just teleport items to each other at this point? Okay, let's do this. Oh, he's got some rockin' stuff already. What is that? A Gargish belt? Here we got the scale mail. He's got a boomerang. That's attack 8. Oh, you're using a magic bow, my dude. Okay. And then put the shoes on. There you go. That's how you clad a gargoyle. Not like... Hey! And it just dawned on me that this is 2 streams in a row where we are playing as 2 different red gargoyles. Because we were playing as a red gargoyle yesterday. In case you missed it, we got the bad ending on Demon's Crest. Excellent game, in fact. Okay, now I think we're free to explore around town. How's it going, Jiggly? You don't like to enter giveaways? What about if you're in Canada and it's a Canadian giveaway? What about that? Huh? 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 Okay, so we're just gonna walk around town. Yeah, item teleportation would be great. Yeah. Where's the deep dive? I'm sure it's not in this game, right? Oh, congrats on your package arriving. Canada does sound very expensive. It does. Which I mean, this is not a slight against anybody present. I always think it's funny when an American is like, I'm moving to Canada. I was like, good luck. Are you going to ship yourself there? That might be bankruptcy. Oh, everybody's sweeping. All right, we got to go out here and wake up. This is probably not going to work. Not enough room. You know what? The camping is kind of garbage on this. There you go. The Doge Master. You're moving to a glacier? I'm just trying to get off the mainland because y'all are crazy. Like, mainlanders wake up and they're like, I know. What if I took everything deadly serious for the rest of my life? Like, all right, calm down, mainlander. That's how I feel sometimes. Some people need a little more aloha. Me too. I mean, who doesn't? Who am I talking? Who am I addressing? Here, now I want to talk to the big gargoyle, because I think the small ones are mute. Oh, never mind. Hey, he didn't attack, though. That's cool. What do you got here? What is this? Why is it swirly? Oh, nothing special. A somber and calm gargoyle, to be unwilling to help you, false prophet. To be a healer, a being of peace. It's wise to summon the gods to defeat you. The gargoyle says nothing else. The gargoyle said nothing, for his mouth was full. Then he swallowed. Not all us mainlanders are like that. No, I'm gonna pull a mainlander and group think you all into the exact same demographic. How's that? Nah, here's some of your the little center of crazy. My friend. Yeah, that's a politically charged comment right there. Every mainland state I've been to, there's full of crazies. It really is. I mean, have you been to Southern California? Woof. That's all I gotta say. Well, if you have megabucks. I mean, some Americans do have megabucks, you know? And they can just like, I'm gonna uproot my family. And then they do it. The ground has magic sparkle. See you in there. Isn't that California? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yes. Tell you what, though, I will never live in California again. I'm trying to leave Texas, but I will absolutely never live in California again. The false prophet, guards, guards. The gargoyle collapses, exhausted, as he took a step to the right. So they're still afraid of me, even though, you know, whatever. This guy. A quiet, listless gargoyle.
Oh, the false prophet.
The gargoyle says calmly,
To suppose that you have come to attack me as well? All right.
The gargoyle silently awaits his fate. He seemed like a happy guy. Because I killed one? And probably that, yeah. And probably also a history of interracial politics that have wrecked this society. Stuff like that. A large and boisterous gargoyle. He carries a large knife. The false prophet, the gargoyle shouts. Begone, begone. Half jokingly, Iolo says, we'd better do as he says. We might become a meal for them. Yeah, we're just running. I mean, he's here willingly. You know, he could chime in once in a while, but I don't know. You went to SeaWorld? SeaWorld's pretty nice. It's not that bad. Driving there. You'd never live in either state? Well, good for you. That's good for you. Yeah, I understand why people move to Texas. But I also understand why I'm leaving Texas. But yeah, the interstate superiority is very much a mainlander thing. Nobody from Hawaii ever brags about being from Hawaii. Come on, people from South Carolina over here, look, South Carolinians are the master race of American statehoods. Remember, lore-wise, you're the Antichrist of these people. No, I get it. Yeah, yeah. I got it. I remember most of that. The jokes and stuff like that were just that. But yeah, I get why they're afraid. Hawaii is awesome, but it's also a lot like California in some respects. For one, the sheer cost of living is ridiculous in both states. And I'm not going to get political here, but for some reason they keep electing people that just make it more expensive. Just because we killed a gargoyle? Yeah, that would be bad. That would be bad. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to find out what else we can do here. Okay. So there's the Tomb of Kings, which is an optional dungeon and a great place to let Belem gain experience quickly. I don't really want to do an optional dungeon. I really don't. Okay. There's a couple people that I need to speak with. See, we established this, right? Krypton, people hate on Texas because they do not have their own state-shaped waffles. Yeah, when was the last time you ever had a South Carolina-shaped waffle? Ridiculous. Never heard a fellow Ohioan brag about Ohio. Oh, man, I have. They're always like... Nah, I was about to try to do an Ohio accent. I couldn't do it. El Raton 01, how are you? Florida does sound scary. I don't want to go to Florida. Some people, yeah, like Florida would be a state where I'm like, that's a state that's got its own waffles. Like, just by looking. There's a couple people I'm looking for in this city. Let me jot down Elraton's entry here. I need to get to a wise man who is across the way from where the lord of the place is, which I believe this is he. Of course, it's about to be dark again. This guy. A dark-skinned gargoyle, to have nothing to say to you, false prophet. Oh, is that all? There is a crystal ball, so what? They're just not going to talk to me? I don't know. South Carolina shaped waffle. Yeah, nobody's ever had a Colorado shaped waffle. Nobody. Wait, what did you nearly end up in jail for in Florida? Foes are too near. Oh no. Just eat the dang food. This is a weird chat. I'm scrolling up through this. This is weird. More astronauts were born in Ohio than any other U.S. state. When people leave here, they leave the planet? That is... That's hilarious. Is that in a stand-up routine? Yeah. Well, it could just be a plain rectangle. Yeah, what did you do to Florida, man? We're going to need to know. Did you have a spicy portrait of yourself above your bedside? I told my wife those two stories from yesterday, the one from the school and single place joke of Googling nothing special, and the one about the portrait above the bed. We could not stop laughing. Those stories are hilarious. They were not exactly above board. Okay, so how do I learn stuff from these folk?
Thank you, Texan. If you're playing Metroid Prime, thank you, Texan. Boogie. Texan, yo.
Let's see. Yeah, if they won't talk to me, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Dang. So are you a wanted man in Florida? Wanted man in Miami. Wanted man in Tallahassee. Wanted man in Fort Stevens. I don't know. Wanted man in Tampa. Wanted man. That's the whole song. Dispel magic. Oh no, that didn't work. How about Dispel Field? Huzzah and hurrah. So can I just take this? He got arrested while you were there. Wow. I guess that happens, huh? Like to like a plumber. Like a plumber's there and all of a sudden the cops kick the door in. Okay, now, Krypton, here's where my non-Texan shines a little bit. Y'all are a little too crazy about the Dr. Pepper stuff. Like, Dr. Pepper's alright, but it's a bit of a D-tier soda. Elraton. Straight up ambrosia. Are you a Texan, Elraton? I'm gonna take this. I already stole their Bible. He gave it to me. It was just lying right there. Alright, we're gonna take it. Found the broken lens. Ah, it's busted. Yeah, Dr. Pepper's a premium beverage. You can tell you guys need to expand your liquid substance consumptions. Let's see. Can I go in there and take that stuff too? What the heck? Okay, look at all this stuff. Oh, this is just like regular stuff? Oh, that's kind of lame. That one even says nothing special. They have it on a pedestal, and there's just nothing special. Huh. Oh, well. You love the pepper? Okay, let's do some lore consumption here. And see if we can't study these books. Like, I'll drink a Dr. Pepper. I don't have a Dr. Pepper aversion. But man, you mentioned Dr. Pepper down here and people get euphoric. It's like, whoa, this is a soda, you guys. It's all about root beer. Yeah, cream sodas are pretty good. The Dublin plant using real sugar was so good. Why not have all the plants use sugar? Because they don't. Gotta love that aspartame. Oh, it's got 23 flavors. Okay. I didn't know we were going to have some straight up Dr. Pepper evangelists in chat today. Just like thumping their Dr. Pepper Bibles at me. The Book of Ritual. He did well as I, Naxatilor, write of how I brought the Codex to our land and thereby ushered in the time of prosperity. With the help of the lens maker, I crafted the vortex lens, by which I could see the Codex where it originally rested. I created the vortex cube to focus the power of the moonstones and draw the vortex down to the world. Then I used the lens to form an image of the Codex upon the cube. The vortex touched our plane, the image became solid, and the Codex was brought down to be used properly by our race. The Book of the Underworld. Deep below the land there is another land. In that land live many strange creatures. The most interesting of these creatures look something like our wingless ones. These demons, however, are pale and soft. Some say that these demons from the underworld can speak, and to be sure they make sounds that are similar to our language. But as everyone knows, no creature without wings is truly intelligent. Dang! Oh, so the racism goes both ways. See, I don't think we're going to be too one-sided here. Fables of talking demons must be discredited. Well, I guess it's not racism, it's wingism. The Book of Administration. For countless ages, we winged ones have led the wingless ones. This is right and proper. But we must always remember that they are no less valuable than we. Oh, there it is. A body with no head cannot move, but neither can a body with no legs. All must function in unity if anything is to be achieved. So guide the wingless ones, but keep them from paths of error. But guide them with respect. The Book of Famery. When a child hatches from his egg, he is born without wings. But even from birth, one can tell whether a child will grow up to be a winged or a wingless one. The wingless ones cannot speak and lack the intelligence of the winged ones. They must be guided. The winged ones are few, but they are entrusted with the intelligence and wisdom of the race. They must guide. Both winged and wingless ones spring from the same eggs, and both belong to the same family. All function as a single whole to better maintain the struggle for survival in our world. The Book of Prosperity. Long ago, the great seer Naxatilor summoned the Codex into the world. Thus began the great time of prosperity. The Codex was placed within the Temple of Singularity, there to be viewed by those requiring its knowledge. The seers of the land, led by Naxatilor, that's hard to say, protected the Codex with a force field. Only those upon sacred quests for their wisdom are allowed to reach and read the Codex. Within the Codex is written the one right and true answer to any problem. One has but to reach the Codex, read it, and interpret its advice properly. With perfect wisdom and infallible knowledge, all that remains is to have the control, passion, and diligence required to follow the proper course. These are the underpinnings of our society, and so our race is able to use the Codex wisely and well. This is the reason why the Codex exists, to lead the gargoyle race to ultimate prosperity. Boom. All right. Written by Vin Diesel. You put cane sugar in your insulin? Nice. Nice. Don't forget to inject it with a salt stick. Let me scroll up here. 21 of those flavors are mystery meat. I thought there was going to be some spam slander in chat. I was about to throw down. Just jumping on the bandwagon to be cool. See, I said Bible thumpers, and y'all are like, oh, I got to backpedal. Lock of a Texan in North Carolina in a room with Dr. Pepper and a Cheerwine. What the heck is that? I have had the cherry zero sugar Dr. Pepper. It's pretty good. It's all right. Beaver nuggets. Oh my goodness. Those are kind of insane. Ask your doctor if Naxatilor is right for you. Oh, Cinco Play couldn't hide his affection for the spam. Spam is good. You gotta fry it. I've met so many people on the mainland who are like, ew, spam gross. And they're like eating it out of a can, like with a spoon. And I'm like, why? Why? Like, you gotta do something to it. Come on. Like, I know it's cooked already, but don't eat it cold and slimy. Fry that crap with some white rice, some eggs. Best breakfast you'll ever have. Spam, white rice, and eggs. Scrambled eggs. You don't like pork at all? There's so many good pork things. Pork is one of those that like, I can't eat pork all the time, but pork. Whew. Okay, armed with this knowledge, we need to take it to Naxatilor, who I think was this guy. Mr. Naxatilor, how many licks does it take to the center of the Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Pop? The child is with you. To demand to know why you have come before me. To be named Draxa Newsom. Oh, that's right. So where the heck is Naxatilor? Oh yeah, spam. That's a keeper right there. The wife knows about the spam. Plus, it got us against. It got us through World War II. It is literally the reason why we beat the mustache man. I've been told you're not allowed to use certain words, so I'm just gonna avoid that. Is it really against your religion, or you just don't like it? I mean, because there is a religion at which it's against, so I get that. I didn't know that was you though. I don't think it is. I think you're using that as an excuse. Keep fried spam cubes in the freezer. Heck, friggin' yeah. Cinco Play just got a little cooler. You got some respect points for me. Well done. Okay, I don't know where anything is. So foes are too near. I'll go sweepy by. See you right there. You go. I knew you were kidding around. I'm pretty sure Mr. Temper is not like an adherent of Judaism. They still cruise around naked. Oh, there you go. Well, maybe they don't have the giblets, so it's okay. Oh, he has changed. So he doesn't like bacon wrapped turkey. So you don't like bacon? Maybe you're just a big liar, Mr. Temper. You ever thought of that? Maybe that's it. You will never have the luxury of Kahlua pork. Have any of you in here had Kahlua pork before? Oh my gosh. We're talking about spam. Oh yeah. See, even our fellow allies across the pond know the spam is good. He's a liar. No way. Oy vey, spam. Yeah. No, I didn't think. Yeah, Kahlua pork. We made some Kahlua pork and cabbage recently with the liquid smoke. Okay, what do I do? I gotta figure out where to go in here. Friggin', I don't know. I don't know where anything is. I don't know what anything does. Oh yeah, undercooked bacon is an acquired taste at best. I don't know how to put it. Everybody wake up, you big ugly. There's a great fast food Hawaiian place called Mo Better. Pelehu steak. So I don't know what that is. Pelehu steak. Oh, that reminds me. We gotta do our Hawaiian word of the day. Let me know if there's a word that you would like to learn in Hawaiian, and I will look it up and I will tell you. Unless I already know it. In which case I don't have to look it up. What was Pulehu steak like? But Mobetta is a great name for a Hawaiian restaurant or a food place. Don't know where to go, don't know what to do. See what's in here. Yeah, this is the Tomb of Kings, so this is an optional dungeon. Okay, Naxa Tylor the Seer is the guy with the crystal ball, but he didn't want to talk to me. And now they're like, oh, you got to go talk to him. If he won't talk to me, then what? Am I stuck? I don't know how to proceed through this. If they won't advance to the next thing. This guy. He didn't want to talk to me. So what? Maybe we'll just move on to the next in the chain. They want me to go northeast to the lens maker to see if we can't repair the broken lens. We're gonna see if we can find that house next. This guy, maybe? Let's see. There is a guy here. Okay, good. Hello? An old gargoyle. The gargoyle gasps in terror and wheezes, false prophet. And he faints dead away. Are you kidding me? Right now? I have the boy. Ah, shoot. Have I tried the mana collection on the Switch? Yes, I have. Yeah, I've got it over here. It's pretty good. I would say. Seasoning grilling method from a specific region? Oh, from Kula Maui. Okay. So I've never been to Maui. That's why I've not heard of or had Pulehu. I'm gonna have to look for that next time I go back. Look for the throne room of the city. Okay. Tree. Okay. Could I organize the party so the gargoyle talks to them? We could do that. Hawaiian word for tree is la'au. La'au. L-A''A'-U. La'au. Hey, go sit over there on that la'au. Just you gotta say it like that. You have to like yell a little bit. And that is how you don't stand out in Hawaii. What is Jigglypuff in Hawaiian? Okay, let's see. Okay, so it is. There's no Hawaiian word for puff. So, we might have to do like breath or something like that. In which case it would be Hanu Hui Hui. Hanu Hui Hui. I think that's right. What is Jigglypuff in Hawaiian? Hilarious. Trial of Mana. Mana, of course, being a Hawaiian word, so you could just use that all the time. Let's try what Baron's suggesting here. Let's try reordering the party. We'll put. Oh, you can't not have red in first. Looks like so that doesn't work. The Mormons have a strong missionary presence on the islands. Oh yeah, more or less. Some of the really early missions were that. Some early Protestants, some early Catholics. I got to go to the I didn't go inside. It was closed. But I got to stand outside of the oldest one that had been built on the Big Island. It's pretty weird to see buildings that old. Okay. So the lens maker. I don't know where he is. I don't know where he is. And I don't know who to talk to. Am I eating the amulet of submission? What the heck is that? What is the what is the amulet of submission? Is this a joke or is this a thing in the game? The young gargoyle, the false prophet, the gargoyle screams, "Guards, guards!" Suddenly realizing that he was holding a weapon. The gargoyle attacks. Nobody wants to talk to me. Why? Somebody save me! Because I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Okay, we need to find Valkadesh, the scholar. I don't know where the heck he is. Okay, there is an amulet of submission that you've got to get from Draxanusum, but I can't get that until I get Valkadesh the Scholar to give me information about the gargoyles and the prophecy. He tells you to ask for further information from Naxa Tyler, but you must first surrender to Lord Draxanusum. Follow Lens directions 3. If you stray from the past, the gargoyles may attack you. Okay. Let me see here. How can I help? Valkadesh. To wish directions to the house of Valkadesh. To go from the entrance of Hythloth westward, following the mountains. To then turn north at the Hall of Knowledge. To walk east along the mountains until you come to a narrow pass. To find the house of Valkadesh through the pass. 40 degrees south. Okay. Alright, so that was the missing piece. There's a very, 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 very specific gargoyle that we have to speak to first. Oh, okay. I was like eating the amulet? No, I gotta get the amulet now. Okay, but first we gotta go from the Hall of Knowledge, which I presume is this.
I presume. And then we must go east across the mountains to seek out the home of Valkadesh.
Oh, look at that. Narrow pass. This looks like a narrow pass, but not the narrow pass. It's getting dark already. This game is so hard to play. It is really, it's really, really hard to play. Let's see. I had not heard that about Tonga. But there is actually an incredibly wide range of cultures across the Pacific and Southeast Asia. I'd love to explore more of those cultures. We are going to cast Great Light. There we go.
Have seen a great light. Have seen a great light. A great light. Have seen a great light.
To have waited long for thou to return to this side of the world, to believe that you know our race is about to be destroyed. I hate how they talk. To have intermittent earthquakes collapsing almost all of the villages and mountains. To have harmed many gargoyles and to have scared the rest. To have all of those disasters caused by the stealing of our codex. To be written in the book of prophecies that when thou come to this land with your party, 'tis the beginning of our end. To also be written that only the demise of the false prophet would save us. To believe that the book of prophecies is wrong. To be a scholar and to seek a way to avert the prophecy. To have come to the conclusion that if you return the codex to its original position, the world may be saved. To beg you to return the codex. To please save my people from the prophecy. Okay. I'm gonna speed read this stuff. Okay, seek out Naxatai lore. All right. Tell him to surrender to Drax and Newsom. Okay, here we go. To be free to quest. That is what we want, is to be free to quest. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, and I didn't mean to suggest that you were combining Tongan or Hawaiian culture at all. At all. I get that that would be a horrible accusation to make about somebody. Have you been to Tonga? I have not. Holy infinitives. Gargoyles talk like Boris and Natasha, Moose and Squirrel, to have fought false prophet. In Hawaii, only the Big Island. Oh, my home island. Where on the Big Island did you go to? Kona side? The dry side. Hope I'm going the right way, because this is the way that I'm going. Yep. Okay, let's camp again. Foes are too near. Oh, no. Okay, fine. There we go. And Tongans seem like they're pretty rare in Hawaii too. Like there's a good mix of Polynesian peoples there, but I haven't met many Tongans. You stayed at Aulani. Are you sure you don't mean Oahu that you went to, or was it the Big Island? Is there an Aulani on the Big Island? I thought that was on Oahu. I think I'm a little lost. I'm a little on the lost side. I might need to use the warp again. Here we go. Here's something. Oh, I think that's the dude. That's the dude that we need to... Okay, let's see. Surrender. To be here to surrender? To be willing to perish? To save my people? To grant me your life? The gargoyle shows you a crystal amulet dangling from a leather cord. Hiss. To content to wear this. Consent. Trusted, Dupre whispers to you, you mustn't. It's some sort of magical trap. Oh, Dupre is racist. The gargoyle waits impatiently for an answer. Yes or no, false prophet? Sure, yes. Gargoyle hands you the amulet and you slip the leather loop over your head. To surprise me with the nobility of your deed. To no longer be a threat to my people. To bid you to travel among my people, to talk to them, to learn our ways, and to inform me of when your time has come. Alright, we did it! Whew. Yeah, once you said Aulani, I was like, I think that's on Oahu. I don't think there's a Disney resort yet on the Big Island. But most people go to Oahu. It's the most populous island. There's a lot of stuff there. They got Honolulu there, all that stuff. So you have seen the place where I was born. That's weird. The city I was born in. Should be an honor to be president. I can't read all this. I can't. Let's see. Okay, we did that. Now I talked to the thing, read the book of rituals, and take the broken lens. So we did that. Show the human lens maker the vortex lens. Oh, okay. Okay, so now we gotta go to... Oh my gosh, okay. Although pass from the Seer's house to the northeast, talk to the lens maker. Okay, I need to know... where the lens maker is at. I'm not super sure right now. I said northeast. I know there was that one gargoyle that just keeled over when he saw me. There's 2 houses to the northeast that I can explore, so we're gonna do both. Imagine getting this as a kid for Christmas instead of Final Fantasy VI. There's nobody here, so it must be this other spot. Unless it's that guy, I don't know. Let's go talk to this guy. My girl. What do you got? Oh, you just like, they just like, you could just take whatever you need here? Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. Not the guy I was looking for, though. Convex and concave lenses. I feel like this is a hint. You rented this game once? How did that go? Oh, you didn't get far? Yeah. It would be pretty rough. Imagine getting Final Fantasy VI for Christmas, not being able to read Japanese. On the Super Nintendo, yeah, that would be pretty rough. I would have had to have a childhood friend read it for me or something. Okay, let me go over here. That reminds me, did you folks see that that thread going around? There was a guy who was 19 years old who is playing through Final Fantasy VII for the first time. Got to the part where Tifa uses the R word, and he's pretty shocked, the 19-year-old. And I was like, I feel like we're getting to the point now where playing the original 7 is going to shock quite a lot of people. Duke, how's it going? Duke of Zil in the house. How are you? Greetings, false prophet, to have been told by next level that you would one day come wearing the... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not going to read all this. Service, fix the lens. Short while he's crafted a new lens. Yes. He hands you the smugly. Okay. Okay, now I think we got to go back. Which R word? I don't think so. You're talking to somebody who just had a big cancel culture mob come after me a few months ago. I'm not going to be caught on recording. When I was a kid, it was thrown around like candy. It sure was. Yeah. It reads like exactly how people talk in the 90s. I saw people whose bios say they're less than 20 years old arguing that people in the 90s didn't talk like that. I was like, you weren't even born then, so don't argue about it. Find the way to the other side of the world. I think we did. Rotoscoping? Yeah. Very specific. Very specific. Yeah, we are currently trying to figure out this whole vortex lens business. Hey, my dude, we got the thing. Sure to show the human lens maker the vortex lens. Tell the human his lens must be... Okay. So we have got to... So this is like... So the codex was stolen. And it's about to destroy the world of the gargoyles. And we've got to give it back. So this is like a Indiana Jones type thing. Okay, but so now we got to show the human lens maker, which I have no idea where that is. Like, I have no idea at all. Yeah, it was very common growing up, for sure. Wait until he sees Tifa? Yeah. Yeah, I think young folk are gonna have a rough time with the original. You could just look it up on like I think I commented on it on Twitter, so you could go on there and look at it. Yeah, and I was saying earlier, like, we've always lived in sensitive times. It was just about different things. Like, there was satanic panic back in the day, parents notably overly sensitive about video games. And then now we've got a very young generation that's overly sensitive about video games. So we've always been sensitive about video games, just in different ways. Did I play the NES Ultimas? No, I did not. Maybe like through an emulator for a few minutes. That's about it. No one should have to play through that if they don't want to. No one should have to play through anything if they don't want to. That seems normal. And get thrown out? Thrown out of where? My motor skills are pretty bad. He learned, he'd heard the word at school. That's, yeah. I think for a very young child, too, that can be very crushing. I am sorry to hear that. Let's see. Yeah, no, I've never played Ultima on NES. Robo Nyan, how's it going? Cartoons were ultra censored. Yeah, there was some risque stuff in the 90s. There's the 90s cartoon reference. Like, Animaniacs had quite a lot of innuendo. There's quite a lot of some graphic stuff, some disturbing stuff in, like, Batman the Animated Series. But yeah, there's always been examples. Oh, Ren and Stimpy, right? Whew. Pretty extreme stuff. Okay. Oh my gosh. So now we need to go to L'Chaim. That's where we need to go. So let me get out here. And I gotta make some serious progress on this game, y'all. I can't be doing this. Okay. So L'Chaim. I'm not gonna remember where this is. No. Yeah, I'm not gonna remember where this is. Oh my goodness. Dude, it's like, this game is so impressive to me just with like how much is in this. But wow, is it hard to navigate. I need to go to Moonglow, which is near L'Chaim. And then here we should be able to find the character Ephemerides, the astronomer. Okay, watch where I'm going. Sometimes I hear this song in my sleep. Oh no, it's nighttime. Go night-nights. Not in town. Ah. Just... Oh, you know what? We better save. Just friggin' go to sleep. That's all. Just go to sleep. Dang nabbit. Are we allowed to answer where a place is? Yes. Inhumanoids? I don't think I've ever seen that. Robo Nan, I don't think I greeted you properly too. By the way, thanks for coming in. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Fartstalgia? Okay. This coming from the guy who waltzes in with where the white mage is at? I don't think so. Your parents will hate it. Hey, smell you later, McFly. Take care, Krypton. I mean, Tiny Toon Adventures references the censors in the theme song. So there was definitely some back and forth along those lines. We crack up all the censors. A dose of comedy. So what do you mean foes are too near? Just go to sleep. I can't freaking do anything. So not a huge fan when just kill this snake already. When a game is super restricting with its stuff like this, just let me go 9-9s. All I want to do. Foes are too near, because of course they are. Snakes don't want to attack. Maybe there's an inn that I can find. Still in town, I guess, because we're on the path. Watch out for the poison. I don't know where the heck I am. I can't see nothing. This is a frustrating game to play. In case you weren't aware, this could be a very frustrating game to play. I have nothing but respect for Ultima fans, and I know this is not the purest Ultima experience, but it is a trick to play. There we go. Just sweep it by. Wish you could wake them up manually. There we go. Okay, now let me go see who was in this house up here. It is pretty darn close. That's what I've heard, but I've never been able to make that comparison myself. So I want to give it the benefit of the doubt just in case, but I had heard that this one is pretty close. Are we at the this game sucks point? No, I don't think so. I don't think this game sucks. I think it asks a lot. Some people are gonna love this sort of thing. L'chaim, surely you know where the L'chaim is. Embarrassing. You can't do that on television, I heard of, but I'd never seen it. I don't know why I thought you were going to mention, Are You Afraid of the Dark? But you definitely did not. Which I don't think that show was too much or anything like that. Okay, L'chaim. I am too far north. So we're going to come down this way. Oh yeah, the president music. The U.S. president music with definitely no British analog. Alright, I don't know. I don't know where my dude is at that I'm looking for, so we're just going to check every house, I guess. Nobody. Maybe he's like in this main building here. Used to see that on Nickelodeon back in the day. So for a handful of locations that are in only in one game or another, no more way around Britannia. Keep telling myself what? That he's gonna be inside? Let me see here. Can I help you with something? Theraland of the Blue Star. That is not what I'm looking for. Okay. Mariah, that's right. I remember you. What happens if we throw this switch? I don't know. Yeah, Robo Nana, you're right. Hardest thing in this game so far has been figuring out what it wants me to do. That was really hard early on. I think the first stream was really just trying to figure that out. Right now, it's an exploration thing. Like right now, I don't know where the dude is that I need to talk to. That is the primary thing that I need to figure out. It could be anybody. In this version too, there's no character profiles in the dialogue. Like I can't see what the character looks like, so I don't even know that. I've got a sense of what they look like from the guide that I'm glancing at here, but beyond that, no idea. Yeah, there's a house over here, so maybe he's in here. If there's anybody home, here's a person. Oh, here we go. Ephemerides. Ephemerides. I need you to fix this.
Let me see it. 'Tis a most interesting lens. You have a concave copy of it. I believe I might be able to do it. The material and the nature of the enchantment appear similar to those involved in the making of glass swords. If I could keep this one to analyze it while you find me a glass sword, I shall try to make a copy for you.
He pockets the lens. I got a glass sword.
You've brought me a glass sword. Let me just get your lens. Oh no, I seem to have lost the lens. Just kidding, here it is.
Oh, what a jerk.
Now I shall melt down the glass sword and try to cast a lens for you. All right, it's finished. Here's your lens back, and the duplicate too. No charge for you. I wish you luck.
Okay, that's it. See, that's just... That was the hardest thing right there, is just finding where the heck this guy lives. And that's it. And I don't know that the game gives you... I don't know if the game gives you many hints in and of itself. Oh, it sounds like I'm the baby of the crowd here. I'm 35. Just kidding. You ever give a false age when somebody on the internet is like, how old are you? When they want to win an argument. Somebody's like, I bet I'm older than you. And you say like 21 just to throw them off the scent. Not time to go back to Gargoyle City yet. The Temple of Singularity is where I need to go now. And I need a hot air balloon for that. As usual, the game contains all the necessary information. The problem is putting it all together. So it looks like there's multiple information paths you could get to find the hot air balloon. But actually getting there is pretty rough. Oh, there's a dungeon here. Sutex Island surrounded by mountains. Okay. So I need to figure out how to get to Sutex Island. That is... Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. So I need to get to maybe the no, that's not gonna work. What's the nearest place? It's all the way to the south. If I go to New Magentia, it looks like I could then go south from there. Let me see. Yeah, half the difficulty in this game is just figuring out where to go. And we were discussing this when I was playing this previously, that this is the kind of game where you're expected to play it in a way that's very different from how you'd play a game today. You play it very slowly, you take a lot of notes, you write down a lot of clues, you speak to everybody, get your key information, try to piece it all together. And that's just not going to be how anybody really goes about playing it today. Okay, let's see. Right over here. Fortunately, the manual contains a lot, but it doesn't contain everything. I don't know that if I still have my raft, actually. I think Dupre carried the raft, but I'm not seeing it. We got a rubber ducky. I might need to go buy a raft. See if Red has it. He does not. Okay, so first things first is we will need to get ourselves a raft. Are we counting 50s as middle-aged? I'm not making it to 100. I'll let you guys know right now. Like, you feel free to clip that. As I ain't making it to 100. I'll tell you that. I don't know. I've seen people in their 90s. I'm like, I think I'm good if I check out before my 90s. The 90s sound real, real hard. Oh, for sure. Yeah. And there's degrees of hand-holding, Baron, right? Like there's this level of no hand-holding. And then there's there's less hand-holdy retro games. I think somewhat of a middle ground where the game teaches you how to play it itself, so you don't have to rely on anything outside of it. But I don't like when a game has a ton of yellow paint or a character who is obsessed with telling you, what to do and how long to do it for and what not. I like it when a game gives you some sense of exploration. Wait until 50 and live to 100. Let's see here. This guy. No, this game does not do that. This game does not tell you how to play it very well at all. And even when it comes to giving you clues, it's pretty cryptic. At least on this one, you don't have to worry about there being a bad translation. I think that's definitely a good thing. Okay, buy the friggin' skiff, I guess. Okay, and then we go to New Magentia. Nope. I'm recalling too that the last time I played this, there were some really specific UI and control based things that I would have loved to see pan out differently. Okay, from here, I should be able to go straight south. Just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go over here to where the dock is. The way you use boats on this too, like you've got to use it like an inventory item, and then you got to pick it up and put it away when you get to the other side, because obviously you do. I was thinking about this. This was a great talk from the Portland Retro Expo, where they were husband and wife dev team were discussing how, in their view, video games are an abstraction of reality, not trying to be reality itself. And I feel like CRPGs like this, a couple of the other ones that I've played, not an expert in them, but lean more heavily in that direction of, well, it's realistic to have to manually pick up your boat when you land and put it back in your inventory, and so the game doesn't automatically do it for you. You've got to kind of do that for yourself. Shoot, okay, here it is. I was like, tell me I didn't pass this island. We got to get all the way around to the south here. I don't know, and to my mind, I think that kind of explains some of the maybe the complex awkwardness of some CRPGs that are obsessed with some elements of realism like this. So you've got to look at your boat and pick it up. There you go. Otherwise, if you walk away, it disappears. Oh, friggin' rabbits! Do you hate it when rabbits attack? When rabbits attack. Tonight on Fox. A perfect compromise. Breath of the Wild or crazy like me can have a legitimate experience turning off the minimap because of the world itself. There's a... Yes, I would agree. I think that Breath of the Wild does that pretty well. Text parser games. And I'm also aware, too, that playing this kind of game as well, that you would take your time with and you do all those kind of personal things, taking notes and stuff like that, that doesn't really fit a streaming kind of thing. Like, I'm not saying you couldn't make it fit, but like I'm trying to play through all the RPGs here, not play this one game for a year. Oh, you would love Mr. Temper. You would love Draken then, because Draken hands you your butt in the first half a minute, and then you figure it out again. New Age Retro Mage, yes, small textbooks, which too then a home port that's not gonna have that textbook suffers. That's like Draken for sure. Do we find the glass blower? We did. So I have both lenses now. So I picked that up. You have a similar beef with CRPGs? Yeah. Like, and I'm not a, you know, so into JRPGs that I dislike CRPGs. I like CRPGs, but I don't like that specific thing about them. Killing rabbits is bad for your karma. Well, they started it. Bam, bam, bam. No, yeah, I get it doesn't single out boats for that. It treats boats just like any item, but a boat specifically is something that you ride across the ocean, right? So, like, having to remember to treat it like a regular item is weird. We got a vicious streak. Yeah, let me catch up on chat here. Oh my goodness. Dragon only has your butt if you get attacked by a giant space dog and aren't aware enough. Well, no, that's not true, though. That's not true. You might remember, I think it was from my playthrough, you could hit a slime, and that slime could wipe you. Because the way that that game functions with your characters auto-attacking, they could just whiff the whole time. I restarted that game like a bunch of different times. So it's not just the space dogs that can wipe you. You could get a party wipe pretty easily on that thing, or you could run into like a lizard guy pretty early on and he just tears you to pieces. You tie off the boat. No, it just despawns. So I don't know how to get in here. Door's locked. Oh my gosh. The exterior is guarded by ferocious rabbits, two-headed alligators, and two-headed cows. Only way to open a gate is blast it with a powder keg or an explosion spell. Here we go. So I'd forgotten about that. So let's try that. If I have an explosion spell, I don't know. I thought I did. There it is. But failed. Wide, but failed. Try it again. Okay, never mind. Let's try the inventory then. I don't remember who's carrying the kegs. Here we go. Powder keg. Oh, shoot. Put it up one too high. Little UI thing right there, but they could have just taken me back to the menu screen where I was, rather than forcing me to open it all up again. There we go. They're not two-headed, not on this version. They are regular one-headed. And I also don't have to get rid of that, get the drawbridge down. I need to cast, let me see here. Unlock? No. Oh, there we go. On this game, you can just look at the wall. There you go. The door lock hack. So what was the door lock hack? Found a secret door. Okay, this is actually where I've got to stop for the day. And we will continue this tomorrow. I'm really not sure how much of this game I have left. At all. I have no idea. I've done Jeffrey's quest. I've done... I don't think I did Chuckle's quest. I did Nystel's quest. And then we're nearing the end of Mariah's quest. So I think we've got like a couple dungeons left and that's the end of the game. Do I want to hear the locked door hack? I would love to hear the locked door hack. Yeah, go ahead and tell me. What is the locked door hack? Bow, bow. And while you're explaining that, we're going to go ahead and raid to Q-Webs. I got to go pick up my kids. You know what, Duke? You can DM me about that. Oh, there it is. Okay, I got to split. I got to go get the kiddos. I'll see you all later. Take care of yourselves.